Welcome to this episode of Sparking Attraction. The topic of today is whether should you look at your ex's stories, especially during no contact. Before we dive in, please like this video so that the YouTube algorithm will push this video to more viewers, and don't forget to give the subscribe button and notification icon a big tight slap so you stay updated on getting your ex back. First, consider this question. When your ex sees your username in the list of people viewing her stories, does it increase her anxiety or bring her relief? She will definitely be relieved knowing that you are still stalking her stories and that you are still not over her, which is a big stroke to her ego. Now compare this scenario. Your ex checks the views list and anticipates seeing your name, but it's not there. Previously, you were always among the first to view her stories, yet now your name is absent. Hours pass without your name appearing, and then days turn into weeks. As time goes on, she starts to wonder and becomes increasingly curious. Her curiosity can spark renewed interest. She might question,
Has he moved on? Has he found someone else? Why doesn't he care about what I'm up to anymore?
so can you watch her Instagram stories? The simple answer is no. The whole point of no contact is there is no direct or indirect form of communication from you. And yes, watching her stories is a form of indirect contact. There is little to no benefit when it comes to watching her stories. To avoid this temptation, consider muting her stories and posts on Instagram. If you were to check her stories and see that she started dating someone new, would you be able to handle it? Your ex might be smart enough to share her achievements and travels, making it look like she's enjoying herself, even if she's struggling internally or experiencing dumper's remorse. So don't let the happy moments in her stories fool you. Viewing her Instagram stories only provides relief for her and hinders your healing process. You must respond to her curiosity with indifference. Can she view your Instagram stories? In fact, I would suggest letting her. If she still has some level of attraction or interest in you, allowing her to see your stories while you avoid watching hers might eventually prompt her to reach out. Not keeping up with her stories can also make her miss you more. Does her watching your stories actually mean anything? Does it indicate that she misses you? You can only be sure if she truly misses you when she reaches out directly. The only positive aspect of her viewing your stories is that you haven't been blocked from her social media, which is a good sign. Pay attention to how quickly she views your stories and whether she watches all of them. It's a promising sign if she is typically among the first to view your stories and watches every single one rather than just some. A bonus tip before we wrap up today's video: if you have a large number of followers, it might be challenging to find your ex in the view list. Consider adding her to your close friends list on Instagram for easier access. Having her in your close friends list also messes with her mind. Like, why would you post occasional private stuff happening in your life but still not reach out or view her stories, thus raising the anxiety and curiosity in her and improving the chances of her reaching out first? I would like to end this video with this quote. When it comes to her social media stories, out of sight and out of mind. Ignorance is bliss. That's it for this episode of Sparking Attraction. Consider making a donation at the link in the description if you have found this episode useful.